Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to Denver. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
Yeah, you've seen Kawhi evolve as a facilitator over the last several years. Love to see him setting up his teammates.
Back to Conley. Towns, the screen. And it's Conley penetrating. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Outside, Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns, the screen. Here's Edwards. The Clippers grab the miss. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And sometimes you can make a few plays here and there, but never get into a real rhythm. That's what happened to them in that game.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Outside for George. Right wing. 6 to shoot. Harden surveying the D. No good on the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And over the years, we have seen Kawhi Leonard continue, Doris, to battle through injuries.
Kevin, he has been a hot topic as it relates to that loaded word, load management. But we have to be fair. Kawhi has had a number of leg and knee issues. There is a certain amount of caution you want to take where his body is concerned.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a three-point game. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
It's good.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
Now here's Edwards. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Fires for 3. Towns, the screen. Here's Conley for 3. And it's Towns missing. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Clippers. Leading by 5. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Now here's Towns. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
Just putting the ball on the deck. Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
Here's Leonard. Harden outside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Oh, man, is Kawhi Leonard a tough cover. Just so good at drawing contact.
And Doris, the Clippers are moving into a new arena in Inglewood in 2024.
Kevin, I think this is absolutely huge for the organization. Part of establishing your own identity in Los Angeles will be their new arena. So exciting for this fan base that's growing and growing.
Now, here's Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Well, Daniel Tice, an easy opportunity. Gets above the rim and leaves no doubt.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Anderson. Shot, high post. It's blocked. And they get it back. Here's Alexander Walker. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. From deep, George. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves trailed by 4. And Anderson gets it to go.
Monte Morris' instinct is pass first, on time and on target.
Screen by Zubac. The 3 from George. Connects from three-point range. George has got 7 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Harden outside, and that's an intentional foul. And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Does it matter where you're from, Greg, your background? You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way, when you get here, you know you've earned it.
Leonard looking over the floor. Here's Zubac. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Zubac has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers. Towns, the screen. Here's Edwards. And Towns throws it down.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline reporting.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. Tice with the ball. He has 5. Clock at 6. Nobody near George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Outside, Towns. Out to Edwards. From the wing. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Left side, George. Outside, Leonard. Outside for George. Here's Tice. Driving in. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. That's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is number 1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Stolen by Conley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. To the inside. Zubac goes back up. And the layup is good. Zubac has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota. 1:14 left in the first half of basketball. Now Conley. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
Nice job by James Harden to leak out and get an easy opportunity in transition.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Alexander Walker. Scoreless thus far. And the dunk by Towns.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
And here's George. 16 points for him. Outside Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Tice. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Tice has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers. Here's Towns. And that one drops for him. Towns has got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns will mix his spots as a scorer, that time doing work inside.
And the jam by Harden.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless and when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
And so it's Los Angeles looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Clippers leading by 13. Back to Harden. Pass to Zubac. Outside, George. Screen by Zubats. To the middle. Changes up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It's been great watching Ivica Zubats' growth. This guy, his game has evolved and his role is increasing.
And load management, a term, Greg, that's been associated with the Clippers.
And Kawhi rightfully managing his return from ACL injury with care. It's harder to build chemistry when guys are out, but it's all about staying healthy for the postseason.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And it's off from three-point range. Harden outside. And Tice throws it down.
This is where James Harden's ability to quickly scan the floor and then find the right window to deliver the pass. So good, so good.
Morris into the lane. It's Edwards on the wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Down low. Pass to Alexander Walker. Paul George with the steal.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
Zubats with it. Now, here's Tice. 10 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Zubats. Shoots over Reed. Zubats no good. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. To the wing on the left. Over in the corner, Edwards. And he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
Taking the contact in the NBA, such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
Back to Harden. Screen by Zubats. There's the three. Offensive rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
George way outside. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
So much fun in the doors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
And the Clippers call time here.
Come on now.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Towns the screen. Here's the three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clippers leading by 11. Harden right side. The tray gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 7 points.
I mean, we've come to expect this from James Harden. The ability to strike quickly from beyond the three-point line is just special.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. He says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody, whether it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David lets the game come to him. Well said by him. Thank you. And Morris has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 13. Towns the screen. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Towns has got 13.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter.
Anthony Edwards. Mike Conley.
Here's Mann. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Just 2 to shoot. Tucker. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 10. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Mann. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Minnesota shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. The Clippers have hit just 2 free throws and 5 attempts today. And the first one drops.
Well, the athletic Norman Powell continues to grow as an offensive player. Boy, this guy has got huge upside on the offensive end. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Driving inside. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers lead by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter.
37.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside, Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. McDaniels got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Westbrook. From beyond the arc, Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Powell on the double team to the left wing. From outside the arc, trains the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pass to Westbrook. Inside. Here's man. 5 on the clock. Tucker a screen. Jacks up a 3. Man can't hit. Timberwolves trailed by 3. McDaniels with the ball. Outside, Towns. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Plumlee with some nice D. Left side, Westbrook. Pass to man. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Russell Westbrook. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the floor.
So they foul intentionally.
Kawhi Leonard. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Number 13, Paul George. Out of bounds. Timberwolves.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Towns gets it to go.
Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter. Doesn't take him any time to get set up.
On the wing, Harden. Outside, George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
Pass to Towns. And here is McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Towns the screen. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Harden outside. Outside Leonard. Harden up top. Pass to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Well, there's a reliability that you can count on from Daniel Tice. Big time in the clutch.
Towns the screen. Here's Edwards. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clearly a foul.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Clippers?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far. That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in. How about the handle of Anthony Edwards so much tighter? That is so good.
Stolen by Conley. Here's McDaniels. Oh, and they take the lead. McDaniels got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Tice. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Here's Edwards. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Plumlee. Tice, no one around him. His three-pointers off the mark. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here. Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
With the crossover. Yes!
Well, if you need a bucket, there's no guy you probably want more than James Harden doing his thing. Ball on the string, you need to score it, no problem.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Timberwolves substitution.
7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Edwards. And we're going to overtime. A riveting defensive play to keep them alive. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the end. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Now Harden. Pass to George. And here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game. Understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
Kawhi Leonard for a free throw.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. A 2-point game. Edwards in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Pass to Tice. Down low. Shoots over Towns. Tice, no good. Inside. And that one's good. Towns has got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Outside Leonard. Outside George. And the foul called on Edwards. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
To the wing right side. Takes it out to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And that one swishes right in. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Here's Edwards. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
James Harden's game lends itself perfectly to these late game situations. Now big-time chance at the free throw line.
Minnesota in the lead. Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. Gobert can't hit. Right side Leonard. Pass to Tice. And here's Harden. Outside for George. Knocks down the trifecta.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
To the inside. Edwards. Puts the move on. That shot, no good. Empty that time from Leonard. Outside, George. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McDaniels. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus, and we'll have to go to the line for 2. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And with the game in the balance, PG is a good bet to deliver. And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
It's Edwards on the wing. Can't get the 3 to fall.
Guys, you know you can count on Kawhi every single night to impact the game with his defense. If you're the guy he's guarding, you're shaking your head thinking, oh, boy, is he going to be hard.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. We've got 13 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Here's Towns. Money!
Your stars shine bright in the toughest moments. Towns, the look of a superstar.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
The team is in the penalty. At the line for your quarter.
And so both free throws are good. It's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're down by 5. 11 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what